get it.
We're not on Zoom anymore! Holy shit, Nick!
Oh, man.
Episode 80 of this fucking show. I finally got this green screen. I filmed an Ian Talks episode this week while I was editing our Forever Talking episode. Because I was editing it and I had my fucking thing here, like next to me on my desk. So I haven't used this green screen in about 3 weeks.
Dang.
It's the biggest. For the last 3 weeks, it was the biggest fucking waste of money. Just sitting down here collecting dust. But we're back. It's useful again. I love it so much.
What does it say on the background? I forgot.
It's like an animation.
Yeah.
It's like we already know. I mean, we see it right now. It's like an animation, and it like switches from the socials. And then it goes to Forever Talking, and then switches to socials, and it's like a big loop continuously. But I think occasionally we're gonna switch it to something else, like a dog pissing on a fire hydrant, or something along those lines. I think we should try to make it like a big newsroom, like a big looking like studio room.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like a Forever Talking studio room. I think that would be
pretty cool.
Amazing. But anyway,
let's get to it.
Moving on. I just lost my voice. In the beginning, I screamed so fucking loud. I lost my
you're
voice.
about to gas out.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm already tired. I started the show tired.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, by the way, I don't know, you've been on the social medias. He had himself a good weekend.
I saw him partying, yeah.
Yeah.
You can party.
Guys shouldn't be drinking. Guys shouldn't be drinking and smoking and doing drugs. Now, that could easily have been an old clip, or he's just not drinking at the club. I don't believe either of those things.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it, though.
I'm not either.
I think that means he's even more locked in.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. I can tell you, Conor's not the type of guy to either miss weight. For all Conor's faults, he never misses weight, and he never fails drug tests.
Yeah, and he never backs out.
And he never backs out. So for all Conor's faults, he's really
there.
Yeah, that's great. Is he gonna be in shape, and is he gonna be ready to fight?
I'm so interested just to see how he looks after that broken leg. It's gonna be unlike anything.
We're just over a month out.
What's that, like June?
June 29th.
Yeah, and I just forgot that Shamaya's in that month too, right? That free pay-per-view.
Yeah, Shamaya. It's the free show. UFC fight. It's Shamaya versus Whitaker, somewhere in the middle.
Dang.
But on episode 80 of Forever Talking, we're gonna be talking about a few things. We're gonna be talking about UFC 302 that is taking place this weekend. We're gonna be giving our predictions for that card. We can also talk a little bit about the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
And the NBA Finals, because that is not going the way I thought it was going to go. And we can also talk about the story that was broken today, early this morning, that Mike Tyson had a medical emergency on an airplane today.
I don't know what it is, but I don't know what topic you want to talk about.
We can kick it off with the Mike Tyson thing.
All right. I'm just interested.
So the story today has broken that on Twitter that Mike Tyson was on a flight today. I don't know. I did see. Let me see if I could find it real fast. He had. Hold on.
Was it something health-wise?
Yes, it was.
And he's gonna box.
It was medical. Mike Tyson reportedly suffered a medical emergency while boarding a plane last night. Before paramedics arrived, an announcement asking for a doctor and a message came on the screens. The flight took off 2 hours late, but it is unclear if Tyson was on it when the plane took off. I did see something about what it was. I gotta see if I can find it. Is the question. Here you go. Mike Tyson suffered a medical emergency while boarding a flight from Miami to LA. He reportedly became nauseous and dizzy due to an ulcer flare-up 30 minutes before landing. His representatives his representatives have confirmed that he is doing great and is feeling much better. But I haven't actually seen like his representatives say anything.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything from Mike's team saying anything. Now this picture of him in a wheelchair in an airport has been floating around, but that wasn't last night. That was just about 364 days ago. So it's still, he looks great. So listen, this could be nothing. Well, let's look up what an ulcer flare-up is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It could be like a stomach ulcer, or something internally, and the pressure of the flight may have agitated whatever was going on. A stomach ulcer flare-up can cause abdominal pain that may feel like a burning or gnawing sensation in the center of the abdomen. The pain can come and go over time and may be worse at night and when the stomach is empty. For some people, eating may make the pain worse, while for others, it may improve it. The pain can last from a few minutes to a few hours and it may come and go for days and weeks. Other symptoms of an ulcer flare-up include indigestion, heartburn, acid reflux, nausea and vomiting, bloating, belching, and gas pain, feeling full shortly after eating, chest pain, fatigue, lack of appetite, or weight loss. So he has a thing in his stomach, damage in his abdomen, stomach area, and my guess is when he went up in the air. Now, some reports are saying this was before the flight took off. Some reports are saying that it was during the flight. My guess is this was happening during the flight.
I would imagine during it with the air pressure.
And the air pressure change. That's why whenever athletes have an issue, now this is a lot less serious, but when some athletes have like a blood clot issue or after surgery, they're not allowed to fly.
Didn't Wade have that?
Wade Plum, he did have that. So he had that in his knee or his elbow, and he couldn't do the, what was the card?
Yeah, I just remember he couldn't fly on the airplane. You telling me that?
Yeah, he couldn't do the it was like before Misfits, before it was like I can't remember the promotion's name, but it was like Deji Card, and that was like his first opportunity to commentate on it. He couldn't fly out there because he had a blood clot issue. Yeah. Remember when Joe Burrow wore that wrist thing? Yeah. And everybody said, "Oh my God, he was hurt before the game." That was him saying. Joe said he wore it because he was having issues and he didn't want to get on an airplane and the pressure of the airplane make it worse than it was. So what do I think with this Mike Tyson thing? I think that he got nauseous and had a stomach issue.
You think it could be from training? Just like so hard? Because he's probably training really hard at his age.
I'm not sure how a stomach ulcer exactly flares up or starts.
Like what the causes of it are?
Yeah. I don't. And I believe this is a stomach ulcer. I don't know if you can get ulcers somewhere else. Stomach. Let me see. Stomach ulcer causes. Main cause. The most common causes of ulcers are infection, H. pylori, and long-term use of anti-inflammatory drugs such as ibuprofen.
Okay, so I'm starting to think that he probably trains a lot, takes a lot of.
It's possible, or he could have caught an infection of some kind. We don't know. Yeah. Really, we just know that he had it.
I just don't think it's a good look for him at that age.
The thing is I don't think it's as big of a deal.
No.
As people are making. I don't think the fight gets called off because of this. I don't think.
No, he's gonna make way too much money.
Yeah, I don't think medically this is a massive problem. However, I did read this news this morning whenever I woke up, and I was like, fuck, that's not good. And again, I was out of town with a bunch of people, and I got motherfucked all weekend about how Mike's gonna kill him and blah, like Riley from out of nowhere from Specific. By the way, remember a few weeks ago, whenever you and I came on the show, and I said that Jacob said that March Madness was bigger than the World Cup.
I do remember you saying that. I think he said it was like it.
He said to me...
I think he said it was the second biggest to the World Cup.
I don't recall that. I think Jacob said to me that the March Madness was as big as the World Cup.
He might have said it was as big in the United States.
And Riley was like, you're an idiot. By the way, Jacob told me about your March Madness take. You're an idiot. And I was like, that it's bigger than the World Cup. And he goes, no, that's bigger than the NBA Finals. I was like...
March Madness is bigger.
I was like, it is. But that wasn't what we were talking about.
It's way bigger.
Yeah, so I called Jacob and I was like, hey, you throwing...
Shady?
What's going on here? And he goes, I was like, remember when you said that fucking March Madness was bigger than the World Cup? And he goes, no, it was the NBA Finals. I was like, I'm like fucking 9.
You told me. So I don't know what happened between you two, but you told me the World Cup. I don't know what Jacob said. I didn't hear him say it.
I promise you, he told
came
me
from
the
you.
World Cup. And maybe I misheard, but I don't know how you misheard a text message or misread.
But yeah.
World Cup and NBA. Anyways, Riley, worst sports takes in America. We all know this. Came up to me and was like, you're an idiot for thinking my... He also said that I was an idiot for thinking that Francis would beat John Jones. I was like, Riley, you don't know anything about combat sports. Kid, let's relax.
We should have him come on here. He could be our Skip Bayless.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, if I wanted to ruin the credibility of the show, I'd consider it. Golly. Kids' sports takes are ass. I think... He also was joking. He was either joking, but he said it in like the most serious tone I've ever heard. And he goes, if Conor McGregor got up to Francis's weight, he'd knock him out. And I was like looking at him when he said that, and I was like, you have to be joking. Like, this isn't... I was like, this isn't serious, right?
If Conor McGregor got up to the weight...
no shit.
Slow. You want to be able to have his speed, accuracy.
And he wouldn't land. It wouldn't hurt.
No, I don't know if he means if he was like created bigger, you know. But then I would say yeah.
Yes.
But like if you're just talking like same height but weight, dude, be.
I looked at him when he said that, and I was like, I can't.
Well, we got to know what he means from that.
Well, if he means like Conor just gets bigger,
just like he makes. His weight just gets bigger?
Like he gets taller and... Then 1,000%. By the way, he'd be a fucking terrifying heavyweight if Conor actually...
We've talked about it, though. Like, as each weight goes up, they get less skills. Like, or the opposite. You go down.
But if he's talking like Conor just ate a bunch of cheeseburgers... and they both met at 215... And Francis would have to cut 35 to get there.
It would honestly go worse for Conor if he got up to that weight than it would now.
It would be terrible. It would be a murder. But anyways, Riley was like, yeah, and Mike's gonna... I told Riley that we're on camera. Luckily, we're on camera predicting a lot of fights right. Down to the fucking round.
Yeah, we really are. I mean, we've got some wrong.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to say we haven't gotten some wrong.
Sean O'Malley, Aljamain Sterling fight.
Well, come on.
Sean Strickland versus Adesanya.
Well, these are all anomalies.
Oh, Leon Edwards.
And Colby?
Yeah, Colby we got.
Oh, we got Leon. I think Leon and Colby wasn't that bad. I think you had Leon, I had Colby.
We had El Medina on that episode, too, and he's like... Leon's a real striker, and he's bigger when you look at him.
Yeah, that's 50-50.
Like Leon
we
Edwards
fucking shit on Edwards and Kamara. But those are all anomalies.
Yeah.
Who would have fucking thought that would ever happen?
The first two fights, Kamara just killed him, and then the third fight...
It wasn't even close.
He was gun shy, or...
In what fight before he beat Aljamain would I ever thought that fucking O'Malley was capable of doing that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And not only that, what was the other one?
Sean Strickland versus Adesanya. Yeah.
How?
I mean, we watched Porier versus Sean Strickland.
This was off the back like 3 months after he just knocked out fucking Porier.
Yeah, and then I guess John Jones versus Cyril Gane. But that was crazy, too.
That was a bad take by me. Yeah, I'll admit that to this day.
But I don't...
That was my fault.
But that's the cool thing about the sport is, like, upsets can happen that are crazy.
Those were fucking insane upsets. Especially the Edwards and Usman one. Fuck off. All right, no, like,
I remember you
way.
I remember we were doing it on Zoom. Like, yeah, we're just not going to talk about that fight because we know what's going to happen.
I mean, no fucking
That's not what happened.
It wasn't even...
It was still a close fight.
But it shouldn't have been.
But, like, for the way he's dominated the other ones.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. But I was like, Riley, out of all the fights I predicted, I am more confident in this one than any fight.
Well, it's just, I mean, we keep saying it every week. He's older. He won't have the power.
Nobody believes it. Nobody.
It's like there's a reason people retire.
I know. It's just nobody will believe it. But anyway, the Mike Tyson injury, we do talk about this every week.
It's just
because there's like a new advancement in the story, or there's I have a new conversation with somebody else about it.
If Mike Tyson wins,
we'll come on here and we'll suck him off live on camera.
Yeah, we'll just switch it up, but we'll be happy.
Yeah, I got the shaft. Nick's got the balls. I'll apologize. But until then, and by the way, if Mike does win, it's not because of anything Mike did. It's because Jake put his fucking chin out there or something like that and got caught like an idiot. But I guess we'll see. Man, he better win. Because you and I have been...
I'm not worried, though.
You and I have been on here, and we're selling the fight.
Yeah.
That's our job. We come on here and we sell the fucking fight, man.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, I know like Prime and Jake don't get along, but Prime, sponsor us, kid. You know? We gotta make some money on this thing. And golly. NBA Finals.
Well, we're going to have the Celtics versus the Timberwolves.
No, Timberwolves are losing.
Oh, yeah, not Mavericks.
Mavericks, yeah. What are the Celtics doing in their series?
3-0.
Okay.
They're worse. It's like all blowouts.
Could it be a chance?
Oh, it's not all blowouts, but...
that, for the first time in NBA history, Anthony Edwards brings them back?
I mean, there's always a chance with that kid.
The game's...
But no, I don't think so.
No, either do I. I think they're going to win. I think they play tonight, right?
No, they play tomorrow night.
I think that they could win tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then they'll lose.
Yeah.
That's how I think it's going to end up happening. I can't believe they fucking got 3-0'd.
Yeah, it was crazy because all the games have been close, but you watch Kyrie Irving. So good. Luka Doncic. So, yeah.
And Anthony Edwards hasn't been his best.
Well, I mean, if you watch the games, they're just double teaming him. Like, we're gonna take him out of the game, and everyone else has to beat us. And they're not.
Smart move. That's how they beat me on Tuesday nights. They take me out of the game, and then they got and they just take care of the rest of the team. I'm like, fuck. So
hey, we got a champ over here now.
6 time. By the way, won it. It was about a week off, but almost like the year after I won it last time. Which is the stat is pretty.
It's almost better to win it once a year.
Yeah, it makes it feel important. We have to work for it a little bit.
How long does it take to go? Like isn't it like every 9 weeks?
They're 8-week sessions, 9 for the championship game.
Yeah.
So regular season's 8 weeks long, but we clinched the playoffs before our last game. So I didn't.
I didn't play.
I came off early. Got to keep the quarterback strong. They pay me $250 million a year, or $250 million for 4 years. So I came off. Let Gary go out there.
Let him do his thing.
Let him get some reps and come on, guys.
Was he there for the game?
He was. Yeah, he was fucking pretty good too. You know who else was incredible in the championship game?
Yeah.
Mike. Guy came out there.
He has some games where he makes good saves.
He was not. He does not want to give up the captain's band.
He is coming for it.
He already did, though. It's mine. Full takeover. Mike is a great CFO, chief financial officer. Ian Moore is the head captain. Band.
You should bring a captain.
Champ, I'm thinking about it.
Just to be.
I'm thinking about it.
That'd be the game though. You guys lose like 7-0.
Oh yeah.
And it's all your fault.
Yeah, we got blasted. We're gonna get blasted, but we haven't lost in a couple weeks. We're doing pretty good. And do you know why? It's gonna be a crazy thing.
Players are actually coming.
Yeah, when we have a full squad. Insane how But for like the last fucking, it's been a struggle to get that to happen. But you know, now I'm the captain, unofficially, but you know,
loading up.
Technically the official captain, but you know, nobody will admit it. We have meetings. I think I motivated the roster. You know, offensive meetings looks like this. We sit down, everybody sits down. I go, all right, guys, here's the plan. Ian Moore throws a dart to Brett Forstell. Goal. Okay?
Steph is just in there.
Stefan, play bait, kid. Defense, here's a strategy. I play deep coverage. Brett Forstell drops back. We play defense. Lock them up. That's it. Here's the defensive strategy. Ian Moore's on the field. That's all you need to know.
So when Gary's on the field, do you guys ever play at the same time? Or do you?
Him and I start. So him and I are often.
Do you go up? Or does he go up?
He ends up going up a lot these days because I absolutely refuse to.
You freaking will be at the end of the board just walking.
Yeah, I'm not. It sucks. It's not my game. It's not my shtick.
When I came last time and you scored the first goal, you knew the other team was in for a long night.
Yeah.
If you're coming up there to score.
Yeah, we pounded them too. Yeah, it was just like, it's not my game. You don't expect Tom Brady to go play fucking safety.
Yeah.
You know, I'm out there.
Or wide receiver, yeah.
Yeah, I'm out there to make some shit happen. In my strength, and to be fair, Gary, you know, he barrels in there. And he makes some shit. He gets good deflections.
Yeah, I haven't seen him play in 5 years because he's usually the guy I'm replacing.
Yeah, he's usually the guy you're replacing. He's been pretty good. He was pretty good in the championship game. Mike was pretty good in the championship game. The worst thing is when it's like I'm on the bench and then like Gary's already on or Big Pat goes on, and then like Bush, Brett, and Stefan come out and get a sub, and then I got to go back on. And then it's like me, Big Pat, Gary out there.
Yeah, you gotta.
Because then I'm going to have to play offense.
Yeah.
And that's how we get all fucked up. Because, like, that's not...
You can't keep possession up there, then they're...
I can't game manage from up in striker.
Yeah.
You know, I got a quarterback from shotgun. You know, I got... But don't worry, Nick. We're coming for you. Get a couple, dot some I's, get some cute. You calling your agent up?
My agent's already had the contract ready.
Okay, we're gonna sign it up. But yeah, we've had some fun at the old soccer. But as for the NBA Finals goes,
yeah, the conference finals are basically done. So
yeah, I think that the Timberwolves are gonna bounce back. They're going 4 straight.
I feel like every week it just switches because we had like 2 weeks ago when they were up 2-0 on Denver, and then Denver won 3 straight when we were talking to John, and then last week the Timberwolves were going to the conference finals.
It's probably the Celtics' year.
Yeah. For sure.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It'd be cool if the Mavericks won it though.
Yeah, it would be cool.
To be fair, I would love to see Mark Cuban with a ring. You know.
He already has one, I think.
I want to see him. I want to see him wear it. You know, I want to see him put it on. I want to see him start smoking a cigar, celebrating. If we watched, I feel like we gotta get a soccer show going. Like an English soccer show going.
Jacob would do good in that.
No, it pisses me off beyond compare.
Isn't that what you need though? You need 2 different sides.
Yeah, we can't throw Riley in it.
Yeah, you do.
No, we don't.
That's when it gets exciting.
It's gotta be like Riley and Brett, and those guys just gotta argue for like 45 minutes.
I still want to bring Riley on here because,
oh my god, kid's gonna be absolutely atrocious.
We finally got John on here. I feel like Riley's turn or Brett's turn. We gotta get one of those two.
Brett wants to be on it.
Yeah.
Brett wants to be on it. Stefan wants to be on it, but Jacob was like, Stefan cost me the indoor game. I can't let him on.
We'll bring him on separately.
Hey man, we'll see. You know, I don't want to spoil anything for the people.
Yeah.
But we'll we'll try to.
He doesn't want to spoil it for me either.
I think the next thing that we're gonna do is we gotta get John. We gotta get Teddy on here at the same time.
Oh yeah,
4-man show.
we should have done it today because
I know
Teddy, because it's Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, but John's already in Wentzville, and he wasn't gonna drive all the way down here to do this.
No, you gotta like.
And it would have to be on Zoom, and I didn't want to be on Zoom again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get back. I want to get back in the lab. We gotta get our fucking feet on the floor again here. But yeah, we'll figure it out. I think that's probably our next guest show.
Yeah.
I got to get Jacob back on here eventually. Jacob and I we got something cooking that him and I are gonna start putting out here pretty soon.
Yeah.
To go on the channel, get us some subscribers, push us a little further, and then we got some other stuff in the oven. But I think next is probably we got to get John Teddy on here. Maybe next week.
Yeah.
I mean that could be a shout. When's the NHL playoffs done? Already? Are they already done?
No, they're like NBA, same thing. Conference finals.
Okay. I mean, maybe we get them on next week.
Yeah.
Talk NHL. I don't know anything about it, but
Not to know much.
I don't have to. You know, it's not my job.
No, the Blues lost, so we're
But
good.
it'll be good to see how maybe I'll sit back and I'll be like, Nick,
This ain't fucking happening.
this is your time. I'm gonna let you run that whole thing. I'm gonna be like 5 minutes in and be like, we're killing this.
It ain't up to me. It's up to the host, dude.
No, it'll be good.
I'll try to learn the players' names, all right?
How's that going?
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard because none of them are.
Like, there's this guy called Matthew Kachuk, but the T, he's got a T at the front of his last name. It's just like, how am I supposed to know? You're supposed to ignore a letter.
I like Matt Ryan. Not Matt Ryan. That's his name.
Matt Ryan's a football player.
Yeah, Matt Ryan's the quarterback. I'm thinking about who's the guy who used to play on the Blues?
So many people.
Who just beat the shit.
Pat Maroon?
No, he just beat the shit out. He was like the enforcer. He was a good.
Oh, Reeves.
Yeah.
I can't believe I can't think of his first name.
I think it's Matt. Isn't it Matt Reeves?
No.
Ryan Reeves?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Let me see.
In fact, I
don't know. I don't watch hockey.
Sorry, I only know playoff teams.
Ryan Reeves. Yeah, the enforcer.
Yeah.
This guy.
Does he still play?
I think he plays for Vegas, doesn't he?
I don't know.
Maybe not anymore. He's 37. He's getting up there.
They play until they're old, though, because they're not a bunch of wusses.
True.
Like the NFL, you can't play till you're old.
I don't know. He's on the Maple Leafs now.
Oh, he didn't play. I don't think.
Yeah, no. He was on Vegas for a little bit there.
Yeah, he was.
I believe he was on Vegas when they won the championship.
Bro, imagine like fighting on hockey. Like John would kick our asses on hockey, like fighting.
Yeah, they're
But then
they're some scary individuals.
no, they're not scary. I'm just saying like fighting's different on skates.
Yeah, but like hockey players are scary.
No, they're not.
They could win some fights, dude.
Well, like
They
it
weren't.
depends because I feel like it just depends. If you get the Russians, yeah, they're pretty scary. But like
I remember
the American hockey players aren't scary, dude.
Well, yeah, like your TJ Oshis of the world, and
Yeah, you ain't gonna be scared, or like even the Canadians. But like you get those Russians.
yeah, but you run to Matt Reeves.
Every sport has that though.
I know. But like I remember like 4 years ago, I was watching this hockey clip on Twitter. We were in class. John shared it with me.
Yeah, no.
It's this 18-year-old kid, rookie, was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a name for myself. I'm gonna go knock the fuck out of Ovechkin.
Does he do it?
No, he got the shit kicked out of him.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I think John showed me.
That kid got fucking his face caved in by
The
Ovechkin.
thing about hockey is when they start bleeding, the ice is white, so you can't hide the blood.
Dude, it's literally like bare knuckle fighting.
It is, but the good thing is they are on skates, so they can't plant that well.
Yeah.
It's more about like grabbing the shirt and just. It's more frustrating, you know. Like
Yeah.
Like if you fought, you remember Josh? He's frustrating.
Yeah. John, that's what John used to do to me all the time. If him and I got a scrap, he would grab my shirt and he'd pull it over my head.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, all right, cool. And then I'd slip out from the shirt.
We ain't on skates. So then the fight goes somewhere else. But yeah.
Yeah, or you'd grab my shirt here and you'd be punching me.
But yeah,
and I was
gotta
like,
do it.
I was like, this little fucker, this little annoying got a phone call.
You can answer it. Let's crop it.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can.
So your toiletry bag's not in the bathroom. Where would it be?
I found it.
Well, in the future, if you could shoot me a text, that'd be great.
My bad.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. He's upset. Big Steve's upset. I left. I was like, hey, can you check if my I couldn't remember. I put my toiletry bag in my like bag. And I was like, hey, can you check to see if it's there? And he was like, yeah, I'll see. And I guess I didn't tell him that I found it, so he got real upset about that. Anyways, let's.
What are we doing now?
I gotta ask, because this World Cup March Madness thing.
That just came up.
He hung up on me.
That just came up.
Call me now. I'm in the shower. So.
We're on camera.
I'm live on Forever Talking.
He'll definitely call you now.
Call in.
Hey, boys.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, did he actually?
Yep, he's calling in. Here he is.
What?
We got him. Hey, are you still in the shower?
Yeah.
You washing your back?
Well, I'm in a bath, so I'm just sitting.
That's kind of weird, man. I'm not going to lie.
Hey, man. You do you. What do you want?
Hey, I got to be honest. So when I called you the other night, and so Riley gave me shit about this March Madness thing, I am like 95% sure you came up to me and you said March Madness is bigger or as big as the World Cup.
I never said that.
I don't know why I would make that up.
I know, and I just want to let you know, I have lied a lot in my life. There is one thing I know for a fact I would never say that something like that stupid.
I think you said it to me, and then you turn around and you went to Riley and you go, this fucking kid's an idiot. He doesn't think the March Madness is as big as the playoffs, which March Madness is bigger than the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, 100%.
And do you also want to know what Riley said to me?
What?
Riley said if Conor McGregor got up to 215, he'd knock out Francis Ngannou.
I want to let you know that you're giving takes from an absolute fucking idiot. Like, he doesn't even have takes. He literally has bad ideas.
I mean, I'm thinking we all need to get on the show and we got to run through some takes.
No, I'm not going on a show with an idiot.
I want you to know I'm not cutting any of this out.
I really don't care. I'm just telling you, I sent him literally a picture the other day of all of fucking Messi stats and Ronaldo's.
Oh, God.
And then he was like, he said something to the point of like, what are you watching, please? What? What do you mean by that?
Oh, that's what started the whole conversation is Riley goes, Ronaldo's a better player than Messi because he's had more perfect hat tricks. And I go, what the fuck is a perfect hat trick? And he goes, left foot goal, right foot goal, head ball. Ronaldo's got 10, Messi is 0. And I was like,
okay, and my mom's a better cook than Gordon Ramsay because I've had more of her meals. I don't know what you...
I was like, that is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen or heard in my entire life. The kid's shocking.
No way.
There's a lot of things that I don't discuss with my friends, but I have now gotten to the point where I don't discuss soccer with any of you. I will discuss sports with you, but soccer I will not discuss with you, Riley, or Brett, because some of your takes are outlandish.
I don't have any takes.
I don't know about that.
What takes do I have?
Erik ten Hag's a good coach.
That's 90% majority believe that.
I would beg to differ. Go look at comments under his shit on Manchester United's posts.
Yeah, I'm all over fucking Twitter. I've seen 1,000 polls.
Twitter doesn't exist anymore. It's actually X, so obviously you're on top of it.
Congratulations, you overstayed your welcome. I saw your text, figured it'd be fun to call you in. You ruined it. You ruined it from your high horse. Your takes are absolutely atrocious. We're going to move on. Hey.
Black Ops 6 coming out October. Pre-order now.
Did you pre-order it?
I'm going to.
I'm going to. Hey, we're all starting a Minecraft realm. Get on it.
Wait, no, really? When?
I don't know. Nick doesn't have a console anymore, so we got to get.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh,
What are you doing, Nick?
I don't know.
Yep.
I thought you were talking about the
I'm
others.
literally gonna go look up a cheap fucking PlayStation 5 for you.
We're about to buy a console so we can all hop on a Minecraft realm.
Dude, I'm fucking down.
We'll talk about it in a bit.
Now.
Alright, I'll see you, Jacob.
Jesus Christ. That's how we start tacking on time to this episode, you know.
Call Jacob.
Yeah. Let's talk about the card.
Oh yeah.
UFC 302. We're just gonna be predicting the main card because I don't want to predict the whole card because
We don't really know.
it's gonna be
These two.
it's gonna be exhausting.
I mean, we really don't even have to do the first two. I don't know them. I don't know these two really.
All right, what do we got here?
Dude, Kevin Holland is fighting again. This dude fights
This guy's trying to make some money. I'll pull up the card on your phone. You have it on your phone. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I mean, it's only 3 fights.
Yeah, I mean it's only like a couple fights we really care about, but they're big fights.
Yeah.
So, first things first. Randy Brown versus Zaletsky.
That's what I was saying. I don't know them.
Yeah, I don't know them too well. They're in the welterweight division, lower ranked. I mean Randy Brown, maybe.
No, that just sounds normal.
I mean, Zaletsky is 37.
He's 37.
Yep, Randy
Yeah.
Brown's 33. He's got a 5-inch height difference on him, and he's got a 5-inch reach on him.
Dude, 170 at 6'3". That's so skinny.
That's something else. But he's a bigger guy, younger, just coming up in the division. I'm gonna take him.
Oh, he's not even that young. He's 33.
Alexander Romanov.
I'm taking that guy. I don't even need to know the.
I don't know anything about him. Are they heavyweights? They are heavyweights.
No. Well, one's light heavyweight, and the other one to me shows heavyweight.
Well, it shows me that they're fighting in the heavyweight division.
Yeah, so the heavyweight. Yeah. I should.
Yeah, so the last time Alexander weighed in, he was 262 pounds. Last time the other guy weighed in, I can't pronounce his name. He was 205 because he was fighting in the light heavyweight division.
Yeah.
I don't have a prediction on this one, but I'm going to take Alexander because he's a natural heavyweight.
But, yeah. I don't even know who Kevin Holland's fighting.
29-year-old, 6 foot, 185 pounds, middleweight division. A lot shorter reach. He only has a 74-inch reach. But seems like he's a new kid coming in.
Well, his last fight he lost.
Yeah, this is the guy who got fucking backflipped on.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember that.
Yeah, this is the guy who got backflipped on by Porier. Hey, give me Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, dude, fuck off, all right? I'm famous. The guy who got backflipped on by Porier.
Yeah, I didn't watch the fight, but I know who.
Is he an ass fighter, or did he just did somebody backflip on his head and he didn't fucking see that coming?
Yeah.
Because I sure shit wouldn't see that coming.
Yeah.
That would be baffling. But Kevin Holland's not a bad fighter.
Kevin Holland's that guy, like, if you can beat Kevin Holland, you're kind of title worthy almost.
I think,
You're ranked probably in the top 10.
what's Kevin Holland ranked in that division?
I don't
Is he in the top 15?
I don't think so. He might be, but, like, I think he switches weights. Like, I think
he just fights wherever.
Yeah.
He's been very clear that he has no intention of becoming a champion.
Yeah.
He just likes to fight, and he wants to bounce around and make money.
He's fought at 170 before, right? Or is it always 185? He might just be a 185er. I don't know.
I think that Kevin Holland, he fought.
Because Michael Venom Page is fighting Ian Gary, right?
That's coming up.
And that's 170.
Yeah.
And so this fight's at 185.
Yeah, but I don't think the jump is that massive.
No, I don't think it is either.
And I think Kevin's been fighting it. He's fought in the 185 division before.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that big of a deal. But, let's talk about the fights that, are the only reason why this card's a thing.
Sean Strickland versus Paulo Costa.
What? A banger!
Yeah, it's going to be a banger.
A banger.
Power hitter versus just a constant...
A psycho.
Yeah. Constant guy in your face.
Yeah, an absolute psycho. Okay, so let's take it all in. This is a big fight for the middleweight division.
Yeah.
Because we talked about this probably a month and a half ago when this fight got announced. The winner of this fight will end up probably either A, getting a title shot, or B, fighting the winner of Whitaker and Chimaev.
Well, I think it depends who wins.
We talked about that too. If Strickland wins,
easily,
he's probably getting a title shot.
Yeah.
But if Chimaev beats Whitaker, he's probably getting a title shot.
Oh yeah, easily. And if Whitaker wins, probably title shot.
I could see a world where they want Chimaev and they want Strickland to win so they can put them together.
Yeah. And
get some money out of that. But I also see a world where if Chimaev wins, they're just going to send him straight to the belt. Because he's a money guy. Or he sells tickets.
Yeah, but he's got to beat Whitaker, and that's going to be such a good fight, too.
Yeah, that's very exciting. But if Whitaker wins, he deserves a title shot. I don't think they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, they would easily give it to Sean Strickland over him.
Yes. And I think they'll easily give it to Chimaev.
Yeah.
I think if both of them win and they have to decide which one they're going to give it to first, I can't remember what we said specifically, but when we broke it down last time, I think we were on the right path.
Yeah.
I think that if Chimaev ends up beating Whitaker, he's going to get the shot over Strickland.
Yeah.
I think that's probably going to happen just from a business standpoint. Because I don't see a world where...
But is Chimaev actually bigger than Sean Strickland? Because, Sean Strickland, love him.
Probably not. But also, I think, getting new blood in there.
Yeah.
Getting Chimaev in a place where he just is a good person to represent your champion. He's active. He's a bit of a fucking lunatic.
Sean Strickland or
Chimaev.
Chimaev is not active.
You want to get him active.
Oh yeah.
You want him to win a belt. You want to get him going.
Yeah.
Because his fights are entertaining, and they're trying to build him up as a guy, and they've been doing that for a while.
They want him to be like the next Khabib.
Yes. Fortunately, he's not nearly as good.
Yeah.
But if he beats Whitaker, that would be an incredibly impressive feat.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
But it's just something that tells me that Dana White is not super interested in Sean Strickland being the champion.
I think it's because of the way he acts.
I think there's a good chance of that being the case. Because if he was interested in it, he would have just said Duplessis versus Strickland.
It should have been a rematch. That last fight was so good, and it was so close. You could have gave it to any of them. Yeah,
but I also think he's going to shoot. I think the next middleweight title fight's easily going to be Duplessis and Adesanya.
Isn't it announced already?
I don't think so. I think they're just working on it.
This is kind of off topic, but I've seen the Sphere, or what is it called in Vegas? They just built
the Sphere.
That is sick.
You haven't seen it before?
No,
Oh, it's badass.
I didn't really know. I've heard people talk about it, but I thought that was over in Spain or something.
No, it's in Vegas.
I saw it. And I'm because I saw the NHL draft's gonna be in there. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's sick. Oh, the draft's gonna be in there.
Yeah, the NHL draft. I think it's the first. They were saying the first actual thing in there.
Yeah, it's sick as fuck.
I know that's off topic, but yeah.
No, and the UFC's card in September is in the Sphere,
So
and I think, and then I send you what the fight already was.
Yeah, I feel like
It was O'Malley and
I can't think of the guy. I have his face. Aljamain Sterling's best friend. The Machine. Marab.
Yeah. Oh wait. Okay, so 304 is July 27th, so then it's 305, so it's UFC 306. And by the way, UFC 304 is stacked: Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad, Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades, and then Paddy Pimblett versus Bobby Green. Love that.
Bobby, oh yeah, that's such a...
I don't know if I can find it. I'm not going to be able to find the text message, but I can't remember. I know it's O'Malley.
Yeah, yeah.
I could be... maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's O'Malley.
I think they're also trying to get...
I think it's O'Malley versus Marab.
Yeah, and then another... Who's the 145 champ right now? Can't think of his name. Porier.
145?
Yeah.
Oh, you with Porier?
Yeah, they're trying to get him on there too, I think.
That makes sense. But it should be Porier versus Volkanovski.
Or Holloway. I'd rather have Holloway, but...
Yeah, but I think
I rewatched that fight, the Porier versus Max... Or, who did he fight? Alexander Volk.
Yeah,
It's
Volk.
actually pretty close. It's like, Volk's not old. He just got clipped.
Yeah, the only, like, we got to stop putting disrespect on Volk's name.
Yes.
I mean, he lost on 2 weeks' notice, and then he lost to a fucking great fighter.
Yeah, first of all, who expects Islam to do a head kick? They never.
Yeah, I can tell you who didn't see that coming. Volkanovski.
Everyone in the world. And then, yeah, dude, Topuria hits so clean and hard.
Yeah, let's get the guy a fucking chance.
And he got hit a couple times. So, like, that fight's going to be good.
I agree.
So, either that, but, yeah.
I think that... I think... Like, so when it comes to Strickland versus Paulo Costa, I think Sean Strickland's going to win.
I do, too.
And I think it's because Paulo Costa can hit really hard.
Yeah.
But Sean Strickland's, like, tactical ability is far underrated.
Oh,
and I think him just being in Costa's face is going to become a massive issue. And he's going to just get... I guess he can land on...
But, like, Sean Strickland has also trained with Porier. Like,
yeah, and he's a lot better since then.
Yeah.
And him being able to go toe-to-toe with Duplessis...
Honestly, I think it's going to be a good fight, but, like, I think Sean Strickland could, like, 50-45 him.
I think I could see...
Like, each round, he just...
I could see him winning each round.
Yeah.
And Paulo Costa, as much as I love him, he's an entertaining fighter. He's
kind of like the Michael Chandler, in my opinion, of that division.
Maybe. To me, Paulo Costa's always refused to just take that next step.
Yeah.
Like, go to the next gear. Because he is talented enough. He could be up there.
And he's physically gifted enough. He's got one of the best bodies.
He just... I mean, I'm trying to remember the Whitaker fight.
He had those kicks that were crazy.
Yeah, we've watched so many fights. I remember the fight in my head. I still remember how it pointed out. It wasn't... He didn't finish him, right? It was Whitaker by decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
That's where he hit that spinning kick with like 10 seconds left, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Like the first round.
And Whitaker was like, fucking hell. Yeah, I do remember that. It was like a spinning back kick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he got him with the heel of his foot. Yeah, that was bad.
But with Sean Strickland putting the pressure on, it's hard to kick.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to throw a kick that close because Strickland's just in your face all the time.
Yeah, I can see him gassing him too. Because remember when Israel fought him, he got gassed.
Yeah, I think I'm interested to see when Izzy versus Duplessis is.
Yeah,
because UFC 302, UFC 303 is at the end of the month.
Yeah.
UFC 304 is July 27th. UFC 305 is in August. We have not heard anything about that pay-per-view yet. I think that's probably where you slap a Duplessis versus Adesanya.
Yeah.
And then September's in the Sphere.
Yes, that's so sick.
And it's going to be badass. By the way, I've been in the Sphere before.
I just love the name too.
Oh, it's really cool. I mean, so when you're in it, like I was in it to like watch a documentary. It was like, because they got to make money from it, right? So on the outside, it's like one big advertisement thing, and they'll cycle throughout videos and shit like that. Yeah. It's really, really cool. You can see it immediately when you get out of the airport. It's so sick. But like they show movies in there. They also do concerts, but they show like movies so they can try and just sell some tickets. It's steep as fuck. So like the seats, it is almost that angle. Like it's not
you're
like
facing up.
You almost like you're sitting and you're almost just like that.
That's kind of cool. That's so cool.
It is sick as fuck. But I will say, and it was like when it played, like the movie we watched was like it was like a documentary of like somebody going to space and like leaving Earth, and then you like learn what Earth.
Bro, I could just imagine just the space.
It was like aerial shots of like fucking the Grand Canyon and like an elephant reside on your face. It's like really really cool. Now after 20 minutes, you're like, all right, I get it. Like it's sick as fuck. I have here I'll show you. It's really cool. I went December 21st. So like.
So it's been around that long? Dang.
Hold on. Watch it just it's gonna like snap in. So it's like zooming in on the planet. You start to see it like encapsulate the actual like screen because it was like only on a small part.
Looking at the way
it's
goes
weird,
with
dude.
the steepness that makes it perfect.
It's like that's how steep it was. Is it just fucking downhill? It's really cool. I took like a bunch of videos, but it's really really cool. And like when they announced that UFC 306 was going to be in it in September, I was like,
yeah, it's been known for a while. I was
like, it's going to be hard for me not to buy a ticket to go to this fucking thing. Because one, I already love Las Vegas, but two.
Guys, our main event.
Yeah,
Porier versus Hill.
Fuck. Can I refund my airplane ticket? Dude, it was like, I saw them do that, or I have no idea how they're going to do it either.
That would look odd, because that looked like one thing everything was facing.
It like the screen is like in front of you, and it's like all the way above you. And then like the seats are kind of like this, and then there's a stage all the way at the bottom. So like that's the only place you could put the ring, but it's not going to be like how it is in an arena where people are around the ring. It's going to be like it's going to be not Coliseum seating. It's going to be like amphitheater seating. So it's going to be everybody's up here, and then the stage or the ring will be there.
It's going to be cool to see how it's different.
So my guess is how it's going to be is it's going to be like the octagon will be down here. The seating will be up here. The announcers will be down in front of it. And then the screen will be like the camera of the fight.
Oh my god.
And I think you're just going to see giant O'Malley versus giant fucking Marab.
Distracting.
It's going to, for the fighters, I can't imagine. But I think it's going to be sick. I don't know how they're going to film it.
Unless they can rearrange the seating, like if they can pull this. I don't know.
I don't know how you're going to do the camera angles. I don't know how you're going to do.
That's going to be sick, though.
I don't know how you do any of it, but I'm really interested in it. And even like we have to turn that off because it's going to get loud as fuck.
Isn't it just a light switch?
Yeah, but even that, I don't know. But Dana was like, yeah, this is probably going to be the only time we ever do this.
Yeah.
Which I was like, fuck, do I go? But also those tickets are probably $1,000 a piece. So I'm probably out. But it's going to be interesting for us to watch. Let's talk about the main event. So we both have Strickland, right?
Yeah. Okay. We both got Porier for the next one, too?
Wow.
No.
Probably, right? I mean, Islam Makhachev's the best fighter in the world.
Yeah, we're both I'm picking him.
And I like Dustin.
Oh, yeah, I love Dustin.
And if he won, it'd be so cool. It's like Rocky versus,
His name started with an A?
No. What's that dickhead's name? What's that Russian guy's name? And this pisses me off. Now I gotta look it up. We're already over time, per usual.
Yeah, well, I guess we...
Rocky versus Drago. It's like Rocky versus Drago, but it's Porier versus Makhachev. That's what everybody's like relaying this fight to. It's Porier's last chance to win the title. Imagine the only guy who could beat Islam Makhachev is Dustin Porier, and he loses the title up, and it's his last chance. He finally won it. Underdog story. This is reality. I deal in absolutes. And the absolute is this. Dustin Porier's style does not match up well with Islam Makhachev's style.
No.
There isn't many styles in the world that match up with the Islam Makhachev style.
No.
And not only is Islam Makhachev's style so fucking, like, impregnable, he is the best at it.
He's also good at striking, too. He's not just one-dimensional.
He's far better than Khabib ever was at striking.
Yeah.
I think at the end of Islam Makhachev's career, we have to sit back, and I think we've talked about this a little bit, too. At the end of Islam Makhachev's career, especially if he ends up actually moving to 170 and winning a belt.
Yeah. His legacy being better than Khabib.
Yes, we need to talk about that. If he is undefeated.
He's not undefeated, though.
When did he lose?
He got dropped once, like...
Long time ago?
Yeah. That was just a, puncher's chance.
Oh, he did lose. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's 25-1. Who did he lose to?
I don't know who that guy is. That's like the guy who beat John Jones. No one knows who it is, but...
He lost to...
At least the guy actually won, though.
Adriano Martinez in 2015.
Yeah, just lucky.
Lost. He got... Did he get knocked out?
Yeah.
Fuck. What a bummer. At UFC 192. That long ago. He lost 9 years ago. Hasn't lost since.
Well, I mean...
That's crazy.
He hasn't come close to losing... Well, I guess Volk. I shouldn't say that.
I mean, he lost... He won against a nobody, won against a nobody, won against a nobody, won against a nobody. His first big fight was against Tysons in 2019. Beat Davi Ramos, Drew Dauber, nobody. Beat Dan Hooker, that's a big fight. Beat Bobby Green, that's a big fight. Beat Charles Oliveira to win the belt, that's a big fight. Beat Alexander Volkanovski.
2 times in a row.
2 times in a row. To be honest...
It's not a great... I mean...
I thought he already beat Porier once.
No.
Oh, Charles beat Porier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like... But, like, the way he was beating those people, he was beating them very easily.
Yeah.
But
like, Islam's just at the beginning. He's beating Volkanovski, who's, like, one of the greatest fighters ever.
But he's smaller.
And, yeah, I get it. I
love Max Holloway's call out of Islam. He's like, I know you like to defend against 145ers.
Oh, yeah. Listen. If Islam beats Dustin and walks through him like we think he's probably going to, does he continue to fight at 155 or does he just move up to 170 and go fight Leon Edwards? If he beats Leon Edwards, we can start talking about... Because Khabib... And I didn't say, like, Islam's there yet. I think Islam's probably a better fighter all around...
Than Khabib, yeah.
Than Khabib. He's not a better wrestler.
No,
he's still really great at wrestling, but he's got the striking, he's got the wrestling. His wrestling's good enough, nobody can fuck with it. But Khabib's was good enough where, like, nobody could fuck with it and just die.
Well, I think Khabib's mindset was a lot different. Khabib was like, I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to take you down. I'm going to punish you.
I'm going to break you.
But Islam kind of messes with you, you know? He likes to strike, too.
We're going to fight, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the mindset. It would be, imagine, like, prime Khabib versus prime Islam. It would be a good fight, but, like, I would always take Khabib.
So would I. At this point, yes.
Yeah.
Let me see what happens if Islam beats Dustin. Because, like, Khabib's biggest fights were he beat...
McGregor.
He beat McGregor. He beat...
Porier.
He beat...
Gaethje.
Did he ever beat Max Holloway?
They were supposed to fight, but no.
Oh, God. Weight issue, right? Yeah.
Surprisingly.
There's somebody else I'm missing in there.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Beat Porier, beat Connor, beat Gaethje, never fought Max Holloway? No. Or not Max Holloway, never fought Michael Chandler.
He wasn't there yet.
It's somebody else I'm thinking of. Who was his last fight? Was it Gaethje?
Gaethje was his last fight. And I think Porier was the one before, then McGregor. He didn't defend it that much.
No, that's like his biggest thing. But
Yeah.
I was sure that he had bigger fights. Or he had more fights, right?
Yeah, I can't, because he never fought Charles Oliveira.
Beat Justin Gaethje, beat Dustin Poirier, beat Conor. I mean, that's really it. Had Michael Johnson in there. Had La Quinta in there. That was for the belt.
Rafael dos Santos or something.
Yeah, beat Barbosa, Michael Johnson. Besides, it was really just...
Those three?
Yeah, Conor, Poirier, and Gaethje. Okay, so, I mean, maybe they match up a little better than I think. I think Khabib's still better right now. But Islam's beaten Charles, beaten Volkanovski twice, which is an impressive feat on its own, even though the 2-week one, you could say, whatever. And did he really beat Volkanovski the first time around?
Yeah.
Not sure. I mean, he beat him, but, like, was it...
Score-wise, yeah.
It wasn't, like... It was a lot closer than it should have been.
Yeah.
Especially when you have that much of a weightish, like, difference.
It's such a shame. I mean, like, it's cool that he knocked Volk out, but, like,
yeah,
it would have been interesting to see how that fight went.
That would have been a really good. And he would have beaten Charles. He probably would have beaten Charles again if Volk didn't pull out.
I mean, Porier, the exciting thing about this fight coming up, though, with Porier is, like, punchers can take out wrestlers, you know?
Yeah. It's possible.
Like how Sean O'Malley did.
It's possible, and I think that out of anybody in the 155 division, Poirier's the guy to do it.
To knock him out, yeah.
Yeah, he can get this guy.
Yeah.
He can get him. I just don't think.
I just imagine the fight going. They're gonna go like for like the first 30 seconds. Islam will shoot. He'll go for the guillotine because that's like his defense, and then he'll be on the ground. And there's.
I mean, he has a puncher's chance.
Yes,
but I think it could go to decision.
Yeah, hopefully.
I don't know if he gets submitted because you gotta think he's working on his wrestling.
You would think
a lot, or maybe he's maybe he's like, I'm gonna just put everything I can to try to knock this fucking guy out.
Yeah, but then again, if Islam's able to submit Oliveira,
yeah, you don't really have a chance.
Yeah, those Russians squeeze. I don't know. I think we're both for it's like, it's not really gonna be close.
Yeah, I will say, if the game plan is knock him out, he can do it.
Yeah,
and he probably, out of anybody in the 155 division, has the best chance to do it.
Yeah.
Like Conor put the best round on Khabib ever, right? But that's also because Khabib didn't take him down that round.
Yeah.
And Conor is a phenomenal striker. Dustin's only gotten better at striking. Dustin hits hard as a fucking brick shit house.
Yeah.
The fight he just won, was it Tysons he fought? No, Tysons fought Oliveira.
Santonese.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I just rewatched it.
Yeah, and that was Dustin knocked him out, right?
Yeah.
And that was a striking fight.
Well, that's when he jumped guillotine about 8 times.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I could see Dustin doing it, but it's a very slim chance. I think the more likely solution here, or scenario here, is I think it's going to be Islam Makhachev by decision.
I think Islam submits him in like the first round.
That soon?
Yeah.
It's like those are my likely scenarios. It's either going to be Islam just kind of beats him up for 5 rounds, or Islam.
I can see him doing it in the first or second.
In Islam, yeah, I think that would be.
I mean, I think Islam could win it.
I will take it. I'm going to take Islam by submission just because. But I mean, I'm not going to like put a stick on it. I'm just going to say Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, same.
By, it could be anything. He can choke him out. He can either lay on him for 5 rounds, or he could knock out Dustin, because Dustin could get cheeky and try to get in there and just start swinging away and get fucking caught. Because Islam.
But Dustin's that man. He's so hard to knock out.
I got it. I get it. But, head kick dead. That's Volk.
Well, you don't need to. Just ask Gaethje how he did it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's still like an interesting fight. I know we talked about this on paper. It's bigger than,
Yeah, it's just.
But we'll watch it.
Yeah.
We'll be. I'm off work, so
I'm pumped for it.
You and I, we gotta get together. We gotta watch this one.
All right.
Maybe we'll go live. We won't do the whole thing again, the whole shebang. But maybe we go on TikTok again. And we just have it up in the background or whatever. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll plan it out. But don't you fucking worry, Nick Walk. I got this all situated. But anyways, we need to wrap this one up because we are fucking way over time again. I mean, we're only been on here about an hour.
Yeah.
Hour 10, probably. It's not that bad. But we like talking about fights. And then we get stirred up in the wrong direction. And we end up talking to Jacob on phone. And he says some dumb shit. And I got to hang up on him. And, I have bad soccer takes. Yeah, for the fucking soccer player. He has horrendous soccer takes. Don't let him tell you any different. Anyways, we're going to wrap this one up here. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Forever Talking. Glad we're back in person. Nick Walk, I missed you.
Yeah.
I just missed your big, beautiful face, being in person. We'll let you all know if we're going to go on live. I don't know yet. It'll be a
game time decision.
It'll be a game time decision. But yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Peace, love, adios. Bye-bye.